Who would have thought that this crop that has been cultivated for over 5,000 years and neglected by many could be making headlines now in 2025 and making new millionaires in Africa? This crop is so valuable that it is called the white gold in the agricultural trade and so versatile that global demand has exploded by 300% in the last decade. Yes, goal getters, stay with me for the next 18 minutes because about 12 minutes into the video, I will reveal to you a cultivation technique that a $15,000 investment into a $200,000 yearly revenue stream. Yes, I'm about to share with you what might just be the biggest opportunity in farming right now. Sesame seeds. And trust me, this isn't your average farming video, right? So before we dive deep, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to join this noble family. And it might interest you to go to our playlist and catch up on everything we've done on the channel so far. And if you would love to be part of our amazing goal getter community, please go to our About page and you're going to find the link on there. It might also interest you to know that we've got an investment club that you can join. A lot of you have been asking and now you are served, all right? If you're interested, hurry and secure your own spot, for people are seizing it as hot cake. And I don't want you to be left behind, all right? So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So to begin with, what I'm about to share with you isn't just theory, alright? It's actually battle-tested knowledge that has already changed lives, especially here in the northern part of Cameroon. So there's this Alhaji Maikano in the north of Cameroon who has made himself a fortune with sesame seeds. So stick around until the end, where I am going to be revealing to you 3 game-changing cultivation techniques that he made use of to take his yields from 500 kilograms to a whopping 1.2 tons per hectare. So let's start with some mind-blowing numbers that people don't know about the sesame sector. So when it comes to sesame, the global market value is already at $17.77 billion this 2025. And it has got an annual growing rate of 4.2%. Now, the most interesting part is the fact that the current supply gap is up to 2.3 million tons. So if you are a farmer, you know what this literally means. But here's what makes this opportunity truly unique. Unlike other cash crops, the sesame has 7 different revenue streams. We've got the raw seeds for the food industry, the cold pressed oil for premium markets, the pharmaceutical grade extract, organic certification premium, hull seeds for bakery industry, the sesame flour itself. Yeah, if you don't know, sesame flour does exist. And finally, livestock feed from by-products. Isn't that wonderful? Now, as always, let's talk about why Africa is perfectly positioned to become the global leader in sesame production. After doing a thorough research, here's what I discovered. Sesame could do perfectly well in Ethiopia. You know, Ethiopia has got a perfect altitude. We are talking here of 500 to 1,500 meters above sea level. It has also got ideal rainfall, 500 to 850 millimeters annually. And the current yield is 750,000 tons annually. Remember, we have a global gap of 2.3 million tons to fill. Now, the growth potential in Ethiopia is 300% in 5 years. Next country on our list, we've got Sudan. The first advantage Sudan has got is a year-round cultivation potential. Secondly, it has got an optimal soil pH. We are talking here of 6.0 to 7.0. which is great. It has also got low production cost, and last but not the least, established export channels that they could make good use of. Next on, let's talk about Tanzania. Tanzania has a strategic port access that makes this production suitable for them. It has got very vast untapped arable land. It's got government subsidies, and last but not the least, it has got a huge emerging organic market. Next on our list, let's look at Nigeria. Yes, the giant of Africa. Nigeria has got a very large domestic market. That's something that's obvious, right? It has also got a growing processing capacity. You know, Nigerians are one of those African countries that are doing great when it comes to processing. They also have a strong farmer network and excellent transport links. So if you are in Nigeria, this is a good opportunity for you. Last but not the least, we've got Cameroon. Cameroon has got a perfect altitude. It has also got government incentives and untapped arable land, and last but not the least, a year-round cultivation potential. Now, I want us to break down why global demand is exploding. These tiny seeds are nutritional powerhouses. So here are some proven health benefits of the sesame seeds. So they've got 60% healthy fats, 20% complete protein, 500 milligram calcium per 100 gram. It is very rich in zinc and selenium. And last but not the least, the sesame seeds have got unique antioxidants. We are talking here of the sesamoline that the pharmaceutical industry makes good use of, the sesamine and the sesamol. Now here's what's really exciting. Recent research from the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry found that sesame contains a compound called lignans that's showing promising results in cancer prevention studies. Now let's talk about what I call the liquid gold, the sesame oil. Yes, let's look at the premium oil market. Yes, so we have cold pressed premium oil, and its market price is anywhere between $25 to $30 per liter. For the main markets, we've got Japan, South Korea, and the EU. The second one is the conventional oil. The market price is $15 to $20 per liter. This oil is that oil that is used for industrial applications, for instance, and the demand is growing. And the good thing with it is that it's got a steady demand growth. Last but not the least, we've got the organic certified oil. This one is the most expensive, all right? A liter of it will cost anywhere between $35 to $40. And it has got a niche market and 25% premium minimum. So this is a good opportunity. So as always, goal getters, let's break down our 10 hectare plantation for sesame seeds, all right? But before we do that, make sure to like this video already and drop a beautiful comment for me to know what you think about the sesame seeds. And also let me know if you are ready to take the bull by the horns, for that's the most important, right? So here's your initial investment breakdown. Land preparation, $3,000. Seeds and planting, $2,000. Equipment, $5,000. Labor setup, $3,000. Certification, $2,000. That brings us to a total of about $15,000. Now let's have a breakdown of your estimated annual operating cost. Labor, $3,000. Maintenance, $2,000. Harvest handling, $2,000. And let's assume that you allocate $1,000 for your marketing. That brings us to a total of about $8,000. Now let's take a look at your revenue projections, right? You are going to be having an average yield of 1 ton per hectare. And remember that when we say average, that literally means that you could have more or less, all right? So if you've got a minimum of 1 ton per hectare, that brings you to a total of 10 tons per 10 hectare, right? Now your market price per ton, let's say $1,500. Gross revenue, $15,000. So that gives you a gross revenue of $15,000. So let's assume there's some value added products, right? $3,000. That will give you about $18,000. Remember, the sesame has the potential of being cultivated at least 2 times per year, right? So if you do your 2 harvests per year, you are going to be having a minimum of $32,000. And the more your hectares, the more the money, right? Because remember, we always take 10 hectares on the channel as a measuring rod. You could go for 30 hectares, 50 hectares, why not? Now, here comes the stage I was talking to you about earlier, the advanced cultivation techniques. Yes, so here are the 3 game-changing techniques I promised you earlier on. So the first is the triple row system. So this is an advanced cultivation technique that maximizes yield while optimizing resource usage. So here you are going to be making use of techniques like, instead of traditional single rows, plants are arranged in groups of 3 parallel rows, and each triple row is separated by a wider walking path. There are more to this technique that I just can't enumerate all in this video for the sake of it not to be too long. So remember that you can always reach out to us for further guidance, all right? Now, one of the key advantages with this technique is that it optimizes sunlight exposure for all the plants at once, and it also facilitates easier harvest via the wider paths that you've set. Also, this technique reduces wind damage and enables a better humidity retention. Now, the second technique is the moisture management protocol. So this one is crucial because the sesame is highly sensitive to water levels. Too much or too little can significantly impact your yield. So this system has to do with the soil moisture monitoring system. So we are talking of installation of soil moisture sensors at different depths. This has to do with a lot like surface level, deep soil, root zone, and a lot of things, all right? So let's just quickly go to the third strategy, which is simply strategic intercropping. Yes, I've talked about intercropping on the channel a couple of times. So if you don't know, intercropping simply means infiltrating other crops within your main crop. So this technique maximizes your land use and increases your overall farm profitability. So these crops you will throw in between are generally called companion crops. So as a whole, for this agricultural venture to be a success, let me quickly just summarize what you need to do, and I'm going to be putting that in 6 phases. Right? So the first phase, which is obviously seed selection and analysis. Second phase would be the land preparation and the soil amendment. And the third phase, you get involved in the planting and the early care. Fourthly, focus on your harvest optimization. And phase 6, which is the post-harvest processing. Yes, during this phase, that's when you are processing to have your oil, flour, and all the like. Now you understand why the sesame farming is creating a new generation of agricultural entrepreneurs in Africa. But remember, this window of opportunity won't last forever, all right? The big agricultural corporations are already moving in. So if you're serious about starting your own sesame farming journey, I've prepared a comprehensive, compact, step-by-step guide that goes even deeper than this video. And as you know, it is on our membership. So if you're interested, click the description in the link below and get access to your full detailed soil preparation guide, seed selection criteria, weather monitoring protocol, harvest optimization techniques, and much more. So don't forget to like this video, goal getters, if you found value in it, and endeavor to share it with as many people as possible. And also do well to comment your country in the comment section below, for I always love to know where you are watching us from. That said, thanks for watching this video and hope to see you on my next one.